for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
"13 yards remaining on second down. Now Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Off the play fake, Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 47 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 38-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wentz to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Will Fuller, 32 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. But they go play action here. Mon. Complete. Jefferson the target. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mon now off of play action. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mon going to throw it. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
74. Wentz now on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wentz. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run with Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Arma taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And this is Cook with the grab. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
81. Hey, check Mike 6. Mike 6.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they're going to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mond. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Mond. They're going for it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it, hatch it. Check 3, check 3.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 57, 57. Sunday. Check 25, check 25.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mond looks to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mond. Forced out to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's got Gibson on the out route. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 52. Switch. You gonna take.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And a short gain here down to the 22.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Sly able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And complete right side to Cook. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mon. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Madison. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Wentz to throw. Able to connect with Fuller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Wentz. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only care for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. Man, I wanna you know what's stop. You know what's stop. You know pretend. You know the lie. You know be gang. You know what's stop.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usual Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in